Hello everyone, this is your Sahu sir again with a new topic, and today we are going to discuss about perfect competition, but how the price is determined under perfect competition, that topic which we are going to discuss. Let us see. Price determination under perfect competition. Price determination under perfect competition. As usual, first of all, we should know the meaning of perfect competition. So in my previous videos already you have seen perfect competition meaning. What happens here? Large number of buyers and large number of sellers selling homogeneous goods. Homogeneous goods means identical or same goods, right? The price is decided by market on the basis of demand and supply. In the previous we have discussed, price is decided by the market, not by the producer, not by the buyer. Who decides the price? Market. On what basis? Demand and supply. That how we are going to read now. Right? Before going that, let us check out some more points here. If the goods more or less, if the goods means here, if the quantity of goods, if it is more or less, even they sell at a same price. If the quantity of goods is more or if the quantity of goods is less, whatever the quantity of goods, they used to sell at a same price. There is no change in the price on the basis of quantity, right? So this is the first introduction or meaning which we have to learn it. Now we will see the next, how the price is determined under perfect competition with the help of demand and supply. Let us check out that. Price determination under perfect competition. So for this we require two things. Okay, we require demand as well as the concept of supply. Actually the perfect competition, they were actually called it as price takers. What is the meaning of price takers here? Means whatever the price is decided by the market, that price is accepted by the producer or seller. That's why they don't have the initiation to decide the price. Who will decide the price? Market will decide the price. So whatever the price is decided by the market, they have to accept. That's why we used to call it as the price taker. So what topics we require to decide the price? We require the topic of demand as well as the supply. And on the basis of demand and supply only, they used to decide the price. How? Let us see. So here, this can be explained with the help of, okay, we will take the table as well as the diagram. So first let us take out the table. Okay, so let's take the table here. Right, so here I am taking the price, and here quantity demanded, and here quantity supplied. Okay, so let me take the table here. Okay, so here price 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right, so this is the price I have taken. On the basis of that, demand as well as the supply also we will take it one by one. Let me finish the table. Table is very important, and table should be very much legible. When you are writing in the exam, table you have to write it in a very legible way, right? So let us join the lines. Okay, so here quantity demanded. In the previous demanded topic already you have been heard in my classes. Let us see. So when the price is less, quantity demanded will be more. When the price is more, quantity demanded will be less. Obviously you know it very well. First let us take out the table here. So here for example 500, 400, 300, 200 and 100. What happens here? When the price is less, that is 10, the quantity demanded is 50. But as the price is increased from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 50, what happens here? The quantity demanded decreases from 500 to 400, 400 to 300. Likewise, it has been decreased to 100. Means as the price increases, quantity demanded decreases, right? So here, as the price increases, quantity demanded decreases, right? So this is related to the demand most probably. As well as the price decreases, what happens? Quantity demanded will be increase. Okay, now let us come to the supply. So most probably in supply, what happens? In the supply concept, because demand topic is related to consumers, but whereas the supply is related to the producers as well as the sellers. Why? Because here when the price is more, then only the quantity supply will be more. They used to supply more goods when the price is more, and when the price is less, then quantity supply will also less. So here we will take on the basis of that, okay, 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500, right? Because supply is related to the producer or seller. Okay, now you see in the table here at the price of 30, at the price of 30 here, okay, now I am darkening it somewhat. Let us see here, right? Here demand is also 300, supply is also 300. Means what here? Demand is equal to supply. So when demand is equal to supply, then we used to call it as equilibrium. See that? Now the price is decided, na? How the price is decided here? First we have to see where the demand and the supply are equal. First we have to find out that equilibrium. So at the price of 30, demand is also 300, quantity supply is also 300. So when demand is equal to supply, then we used to call it as a equilibrium, right? Now what is the market price? What is the market price? The market price will be the 30. 30. What happens here? at the demand and supply are equal at a price, the demand and supply are equal at a price, then that price is called as equilibrium. Equilibrium price, or we used to call it as market price. So here what is the market price? 30. Why it is 30? Because demand and supply are equal at the price of 30. Quantity demanded and quantity supplied are equal at the price of 30. So the 30 is called as the equilibrium price or market price, whereas equilibrium is called as when demand is equal to the supply. Right, that we have to show out here in the explanation of diagram. This kind of information we have to show it compulsorily. Okay, so here what is equilibrium? The equilibrium is when demand, when quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied, then it is called as the equilibrium. D is equal to S. Okay, so what is the next one? Equilibrium price. Equilibrium price. What is this equilibrium price? Equilibrium price means the price at which demand is equal to supply. The price at which the demand is equal to supply, that is called as equilibrium price. Okay, equilibrium price, or we used to call it as a market price. Did you understand the table? Next we will go through the same information. We have to show it in the diagram. Let us do the diagram here. Right, so let me take x-axis, y-axis and 0. X-axis is showing us quantity demanded as well as the supply, and y is showing as price. Y-axis is showing as the price, x-axis is showing as quantity demanded as well as the supply. Right, so how is the demand curve? The demand curve slopes from left to right. In the same way, supply curve is sloping from right to left. Okay, this is the demand curve and this is the supply curve. Right, so here you can see this is the point Q, means 0Q is the output, and here we used to take the P, and this is the point E. Why? Because at the point E, demand is equal to supply. At the point E, demand is equal to supply. At what quantity? At the quantity of 0Q. So this is called as the equilibrium. This is called as the equilibrium. And what is the 0P? 0P is called as the equilibrium price or market price. So as the demand is sloping downwards from left to right. Why? Because price increase, quantity demand decrease. Price decrease, quantity demand increase. In the supply, price is more, quantity supply will be more. Price is less, quantity supply will be less. Yes, so here this is the demand curve as well as the supply curve. So here we have to write the explanation of diagram. This is also very important. Okay na? So first what we will write? X-axis. X-axis shows quantity demand and quantity supply. Y-axis shows price. Okay, next number 2. The number 2 is telling about, okay, DD is demand curve. DD is demand curve. Okay, right, demand curve. And the next one, SS. What is SS? SS is called as supply curve. Right? 2 points clear. Now let us take out the third point from here. So the third point is telling out at the price OP. What happened at the price? At the price OP shows an equilibrium point, that is E, at the output of 0q. Yes or no? At the point of 0p. At the point of 0p, we used to see this equilibrium point is called as E. What output? 0q output. Right? How the output we have decided here? Where the demand and supply are equal, from there we have taken a straight line to the x-axis, which determines the quantity of output. What is the quantity of output? 0q. Right? Next, number 4. The number 4 is telling out as at the point E, what happens here? Demand is equal to supply. Demand is equals to supply. Then it is called as equilibrium. It is called as equilibrium. As usual in the previous we have discussed. Okay. Next, point 5. Let us see. The price OP, right? The price OP is called as equilibrium price, or we used to call it as a market price, right? So where the demand and supply are equal at the point E, so from this point we have taken a straight line to the y-axis, which determines as 0p. 0p is nothing but the price. At the price of 0p, at the quantity of 0q, demand and supply are equal. So 0q output is showing as the maximum output where the demand is equal to supply. Means that much quantity of goods is supplied to the market. Okay na? And 0p is called as the equilibrium price, and the point E is telling about the equilibrium. Because it has been equilibrium due to demand is equal to supply at 0q output. Is it clear? Right? So this is related to the price is decided. Now the price is, what is the price in the market? The price in the market is 30. Why the price is 30 in the market? Because demand is equal to supply. Quantity demanded and quantity supply is equal, and that is what we used to call it as a equilibrium. So here 0q. So 0q is how much here? 300. And 0p is how much here? 30. Right? 0q is nothing but 300. Quantity demanded is also 300. Quantity supply is also 300. There only we got the equilibrium. That's why we used to call it as demand is equal to supply, which is called as equilibrium. Right? And the prices, at what point they become equilibrium? At what price they become equilibrium? At the price of rupee 30. So the price 30 is called as the equilibrium price or market price. So the market is decided with a price of 30. Why? Demand is equal to supply at the quantity of 300. This is how the price is decided under the perfect competition. I hope everybody has been understand the topic. Okay. If you have any sort of doubts or any sort of queries, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. sorry, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. More topics are going to come in the future, right? Bye everyone, take care.